Automation has revolutionized business operations, enhancing speed, accuracy, and efficiency. From real-time transaction processing to robotic process automation, organizations increasingly rely on automated systems to streamline workflows and reduce manual errors. Introduction: the double-edged sword of automation. Automation has revolutionized business operations, enhancing speed, accuracy, and efficiency. From real-time transaction processing to robotic process automation, organizations increasingly rely on automated systems to streamline workflows and reduce manual errors. However, for internal auditors and CIA Part 2 candidates, it's crucial to recognize that automation is not immune to risk. In fact, poorly managed automation can magnify the impact of errors, allow fraud to scale, and make it easier for insiders or outsiders to bypass controls, often without detection. This article explores the hidden risks of automation, including fraud, errors, and control bypasses. You'll gain insights on how internal auditors can proactively identify, assess, and mitigate these risks. Automation, a brief recap. In an automated environment, tasks that were once handled manually, such as approving payments, reconciling accounts, or processing inventory, are now performed by software systems with minimal human intervention. Common types of automation include enterprise resource planning systems, workflow automation tools, robotic process automation, and artificial intelligence-driven decision engines. While automation enhances consistency and reduces human error, it introduces systemic risks that auditors must understand and monitor. How it happens: unauthorized access. If user roles are misconfigured, employees may gain excessive privileges. Manipulated logic. Fraudsters may alter algorithms, scripts, or workflows to bypass checks. Exploiting system vulnerabilities. Cybercriminals can hack automated systems and reroute transactions. Real-world example: an IT administrator manipulates the automated vendor master file to create fictitious vendors. Since the system auto-approves payments based on pre-programmed rules, fraudulent invoices are processed without oversight. Review role-based access controls and privilege assignments. Test system changes and audit trails to identify unauthorized modifications. Assess whether control overrides are logged, flagged, and reviewed. How it happens: incorrect configuration. A single error in system rules or formulas can propagate across thousands of transactions. Outdated or flawed data inputs. If garbage goes in, garbage comes out, faster and at scale. Software bugs or integration failures between systems may cause incorrect calculations or missed updates. Real-world example: a retailer's pricing engine applies a 90% discount instead of 9% due to a typo in the automation script. The system executes thousands of transactions before the issue is discovered. Audit considerations: verify system logic and configuration settings during audits. Test exception handling procedures and data validation routines. Review change management protocols for updates to automated rules. How it happens: hard-coded bypasses. Developers may program in shortcuts for testing or convenience that remain in production. Unchecked automated approvals. Processes may run without human review, even when high-risk conditions exist. Over-reliance on system controls. Organizations may assume automation equals safety and stop monitoring. Real-world example: an organization automates purchase approvals for transactions under $5,000. Employees start breaking large purchases into smaller batches to avoid triggering manual review. Audit considerations: evaluate thresholds and segmentation risks where control bypasses are likely. Test whether exception reports are generated, reviewed, and acted upon. Interview stakeholders to assess awareness and reliance on automation. Memorize core automation risks: fraud, error, and control bypass. Practice identifying where automation creates audit blind spots in scenario-based questions. Understand how change management, access control, and exception monitoring can mitigate these risks. Be able to recommend compensating controls when automation limits traditional oversight. Study examples of fraud schemes involving automated environments and how audit trails reveal them. Conduct risk assessments focused on automation logic. Review and test IT general controls and application controls regularly. Validate control configurations within automated systems. Use data analytics to detect anomalies across large volumes of transactions. Promote continuous monitoring through exception reports and automated alerts. Automation brings undeniable benefits, but also introduces a new dimension of risk. For CIA Part 2 candidates, the challenge is not just to understand automation, but to anticipate its vulnerabilities and respond with informed, strategic audit procedures. As internal auditors, your mission is to ensure that the very systems built for efficiency do not become blind spots for fraud, errors, and control failure. So audit deeper, question smarter, and remember, when automation moves fast, it's your role to keep oversight even faster.